Welcome to Phonics. It's Monday. We're going to continue our review for our last week of school. So we're reviewing our phonics skills. You're going to need your reading fluency book. And we're going to be working on the story Bats this week. I want you to think about, as you're reading our story this week on our cold read, which is our Monday read, we really want to be still working on our fluency. What does fluency mean? It means to read smoothly. We want to work on accuracy. That means to read the words correctly. And we want to read with expression. We want to read with meaning and feeling. All of these things put together help us with our reading comprehension so we understand what we read. All right, so we're working on the story Bats. You are going to be reading this story, timing yourself for 1 minute. Mark down the number of words that you read correctly. And we're going to practice this story throughout the week. So hopefully you'll be able to increase the number of words and decrease the number of incorrect words. I want to take a look at a few words in the story. So what I want you to do is open up your packet to the story Bats. I took a few minutes to highlight a few words. Now, some of these words just might be tricky for you, so I wanted you to make sure that you knew them, or they are patterns that we have been working on throughout the school year that I wanted to identify for you. So what you're going to do is you are going to go through your passage and highlight or circle the same words that I have highlighted and circled. So let's start with our first word, which is nocturnal. Now, this is a 3-syllable word. We could take the time to divide that into syllables to help you decode that word, but I want you just to know that word, nocturnal. So go ahead and circle that, highlight it, and you're going to find out that we are going to find out the meaning. It says bats only come out at night. That means they are nocturnal. Okay, moving on. Down here in our next word, this is the word creatures, creatures. Now, we have not worked on the T-U-R-E pattern very much, but last week we did do a review of that E-A. Remember, E-A is a vowel team. It can say E or it can say E. Well, in this word creatures, that E-A is making that long vowel sound, okay? So this could be another tricky word. I want you to be able to identify creatures. Moving on, they are, and there's that word creatures again, we could have underlined that again, gentle. Now, we also have not worked on the LE syllable pattern. That's a 2nd grade skill. However, we did work on, remember, if we have a letter G followed by an E, I, or a Y, it makes the J sound, the soft sound. So this is the word gentle. And now you know why it has the J sound. Remember that rule. Moving on, here's that word creatures again. We could have identified it right there as well. Mrs. Bernstein missed that one. So if you want to do it in all 3 places, that might help you with your reading fluency. Moving on down here, this is the word thumb. That MB diagraph, that B is silent. This is not the word thumb, it's the word thumb. That B is silent. That could be a trickster for you. Let's look at this word. This is the word stretch. Now, I chose this one very specifically because this goes with our 1, 1, and 1 rule that we learned, I think, way back in November. If we have 1 syllable, 1 short vowel, and 1 sound ch at the end of the word, we have to have a TCH. So that's why we have that TCH there. Let me say that one more time. This is the 1, 1, and 1 rule. 1 syllable, 1 short vowel, and 1 final sound of ch. We have to add a TCH. All right, let's move forward here. Spread. Again, there's that EA that we were reviewing last week. Vowel team. It says in this word, different than it says up here, creatures. If we start with the most common sound, which is that long E sound, spread, 2 hands spread out. That doesn't seem to make sense. So let's change that vowel sound to spread, spread. Good. Okay, keep moving forward here. We have the word twice. Now, we know that TW blend, we've worked on that, but that is not why I was pulling this word out. Well, we have a vowel, consonant, silent E pattern. You can see the vowel in the middle with the E at the end. So we do know vowel, consonant, silent E, but we also know something else. Remember, just like up here with the GE, if we have a C and it's followed by an E, I, or a Y, it makes the soft sound S. That's why this is the word twice. And if we take out twa, we still have the word ice. That might help you identify that word, twice. All right, let's move down to the last one I want you to notice in this passage. This is the word 30, like 30 years old, 30. Now, we talked about this pattern last week as well. Remember, when we have a Y at the end of a two-syllable word, how do I know there's two syllables? Well, I have the vowel pattern I, R in the middle, and the Y at the end. So that means I have two vowel patterns, two syllables. When Y comes at the end of a two-syllable word, it's going to make the E sound, like in the word 30. All right. So your job today is to go through, do that cold read. Make sure that you can identify some of those trickster words that we just went through. As you continue on with the lesson, you're going to find the Google slideshow. Here are all those words: nocturnal, creatures, gentle, thumb, stretch, spread, twice, and 30. I would encourage you to continue practicing those words. Those are big words. In the in Google Classroom, you're going to find this slideshow. Please go through and practice the sounds and then jump into the blending board. All right, I will see you guys all tomorrow. We'll continue to practice the story Bats tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.